it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I put a video up yesterday. It's Saturday when I'm filming this, and I put a video up on Friday night because I'd forgotten to post it last week. But I've not actually made a video for a wee while, so I'll have a wee blether and a catch up. But first things first, I have got my Deck the Year altered play cards for week 24 and week 25. I've just I was kind of catching up and then I fell behind. So, however, I've caught up now. I think this is week 25. Yes! So, this is an open collab that anybody can join in with. It's hosted by lovely Penny at Penny's Crafty Creations. You'll find her links in the title for this video and in the description box. And anybody can join in. And the idea is just to alter a playing card for every week of the year, because there's 52 weeks and 52 cards. So, for week 24, I was a bit what am I going to do? And then I thought, well, it's June, that's Pride Month. I love a rainbow anyway. So I did a little Pride rainbow. So you'll see it's a playing card. I've just cut some pieces of the rainbow colours just from some scraps I had. I've got a massive scrap box. So I had a rummage in there and found some. And then I added this stamp, which was not meant to be squint, but I didn't take it off the back. It's really old and it's not very, it doesn't like coming off the plastic, this stamp. So I just put the ink on while it was still on the plastic bit, you know what I mean? I didn't put it on a stamp block. But that'll be fine. However, it kind of slipped out of my hand, so it was slightly squint. So, but I had this other little kind of red heart, and I just went over. This came with a heart on the stamp, so I went over that with some sparkly red Nuvo drops, and then in the corner I just wrote "Love is love," because it is. So that is my little June Pride week for week 24. And then for week 25, I've become slightly obsessed, not with watching football, but with watching the Scotland football fans enjoying themselves in Germany. So if you don't know, the Euros is on, and this is my little Tartan Army card. Scotland hasn't got into these kind of major championship things for years, and the Scotland fans are called the Tartan Army. And I saw something that said 4% of the population of Scotland is in Germany at the moment, and I could believe it. I mean, it doesn't feel less here, but it looks like everybody's there. So I've just created this with some different tartan papers, and then I stamped and cut out a load of footballs, and I've got Tartan Army and No Scotland, No Party. If you are not on, if you have not witnessed the Scotland fans, if you're on any social media, I'm sure you would find it. If you have a look on Twitter or certainly on TikTok, there is hundreds of videos. If you just search for the Tartan Army, it's so, I mean, they're all absolutely drunk every minute of the day. But apart from that, it's very sweet. They had a big march to the stadium on whatever day the second game was on. Thursday, I want to say. They were in Cologne, and they had been offered the chance to march. So they had about 40 pipers that were there, and I don't know, it looked like thousands of fans all marched through the streets of Cologne to get to the stadium. The mayor of Cologne had put out a statement saying how wonderful the Scotland fans have been and they're welcome back anytime. There was such a sweet clip of these two. They look young lads. It's pouring rain. It's a wee cobbled street somewhere in Cologne, and there's looks like an older man who's walking with a walking frame, and it's pouring rain, and these two young lads have got their umbrellas over his head, escorting him across And apparently it's been made into like a sort of drawing, and it's on all the trains. And anyway, love it. And they can make a game out of anything. I saw them with a umbrella, you know, like you can press the button and it and there's others of them. And German fans in amongst them, and they're like, oh, and then the umbrella goes up and they all go crazy and cheer. Anyway, it makes me proud to be Scottish because it's very wholesome, apart from the drinking. They're not angry drunks, they're just enjoying themselves. They are singing their wee hearts out. There's pipers everywhere. I've got one of my husband's golfing friends. He's over there with his wife and his son who's in his 20s, and he's saying it is phenomenal. So I had to be inspired by the Tartan Army. The Scottish football is pretty rubbish. We got beaten spectacularly in the first game, and then we had a draw in the second game. So I think the third game might be tomorrow. I think we're playing Hungary. So whether we'll get out of these group stages or not, who knows? But at least we've made an impression in Germany. So yeah, it's really sweet. I tell you, if you haven't seen it, if you're Scottish, you'll have seen it. It's all over everything. But if you're from outside Scotland and you don't know about the Tartan Army, have a wee look. They're very sweet. I saw another clip last night with kids, and they're waiting on the train after they played Switzerland, and the fans are like involving the kids in the songs, and it's just lovely, lovely. Anyway, I'm going to stop going on about the Tartan Army, but yeah, have a look. So yeah, that's my makes. So I am now up to date. So next week will be week 26, which will be halfway. Is that right? Halfway through the year, I suppose it is. That's crazy, isn't it? It's been a busy old week. We've been away for a couple of nights to Glasgow, so it's always busy beforehand. And of course, I had like big orders to get done before I went away. But no complaints. Love a big order. May they come in more and more. But yeah, we had 2 nights in Glasgow because we had booked to go and see the Foo Fighters, and then we realised that Billy Talent, another band we like, were playing the next night. So we thought, let's make it a little trip. So we got the train through, and we had a wee hotel just in the city centre, and it was great fun. Really good fun. The Foo Fighters, that's the first time we've seen them, and they were amazing. It was quite emotional. Yeah, I was super excited to see them. Phenomenal. And so much fun. And they played for hours. I think they played for about 3 hours. And yeah, they were brilliant. Then we had to queue a long time to get back. We had to get the train. And we walked up the road. We were slightly naive. I saw this massive queue and thought, that must be for taxis. Kept walking. We could have joined it when it was a small queue. Finally, we met a policeman at the entrance to the road that we'd come out of the train station, and he said, oh, no, you have to go to such and such a street. We were like, we don't know where that is. He said, see that massive queue? So you have to join that. So we're like, oh. So we went and joined the queue, and it did, it kept moving. And at one point we were standing, and there was a street, and you could see another, there was a short street, and at the other end of it we could see a queue, and we were like, do we have to go all the way down and then all the way back up? Yep, we did. However, it was fine. We got back, I think we got back about 1 from finishing at 11. However, the second night we were at the Barrowlands, and that was like 15-minute walk at the most, so it was fine. Yeah, so it was really good. And I got my ears pierced. That's another exciting thing. Some little sparklies in my little elf ears. I have had my ears pierced twice before, and excuse me, I've not worn earrings for at least 10, maybe 15, maybe more than that years. So and I've still got some nice earrings, and I thought, I mean, maybe it's a midlife crisis, but one of my husband's work friends, her niece, I'm not sure, she is a piercer in Glasgow, and she said, oh, you should go and get your ears pierced at Rhiannon's, she's lovely. So that's what we did. We'd made an appointment, and I went and got my ears pierced there, because I think I've had it done twice. Somebody told me I shouldn't get the piercing, gun, which I've had before, that I'd be better off getting the needle. So that's what I had, and I'm hoping that'll mean that they don't get irritated, actually. She said that the gun is quite, that can be a bit of a problem, and so we shall hope. I got little sparkly ones, so I'm going to wear them for a month or two, and then I can try out some more fun earrings. But yeah, so yeah, it was a busy old week, really. We came back Wednesday night, just working and catching up with stuff. So yeah, but I hope you've all had a good week. I have been rubbish at even looking at social media. I had a wee look last night, and I was like, oh, somebody's husband's hurt his ankle and somebody else was in hospital. And I know lovely Lorna, she's tested positive for COVID and was feeling rubbish. So wishing everybody to feel better and doing all right. But yeah, I need to catch up on stuff and catch up on some videos and see what's happening. I've got videos I need to make for this week, it's the end of the month. So yeah, that'll keep me busy, keep me out of trouble. But yeah, the sun is trying to come out today. I've got a washing hanging out, and there's a bit of blue sky. If I look that way, it looks nice. If I look that way, it looks quite grey. So, however, I might do a bit in the garden. And we are having a wee Zoom chat with friends that live down south tonight, so that'll be nice. Get a wee gin and tonic and have a good catch up with them. So yeah, I hope that you're doing well, and whatever you're up to this weekend, that you have a nice time. And I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.